What's up, guys? So I know I speak for quite a few of us when I say that merch by Amazon feels a little janky lately. It feels like something could be broken under the hood, and look no further than pretty much any Facebook group, Reddit, wherever you go for your information, you're going to see people talking about various issues in merch by Amazon going on right now. Again, I don't work for merch by Amazon. I'm just a YouTuber that uploads to merch by Amazon. But I'm going to go over like a summary of some of the things that people have been talking about in the community, give my thoughts on it. And I'm not going to say that I have any fixes because I think most of these are going to require the engineering team to actually go in there and fix it. But yeah, why don't we just get into it? Real quick reminder, I put together some free resources for you, all linked in the description. I've got my free weekly print-on-demand giveaway where 2 winners will be selected this Sunday. I've got my free 7-day Merch by Amazon mini course delivered via email, and I've got a great Merch by Amazon Facebook group. A lot of what you'll see in this video is sourced from there. So, Saeed had made a post. It's not all-encompassing, but he was saying something weird is happening on Merch by Amazon. So there's a pricing problem where even though the lowest we can price are t-shirts, and I think this is applying to more than just t-shirts. I saw people talking about premium shirts, tank tops, but we're seeing some standard t-shirts priced at $10.59. Even though the lowest that we, can set the price to via the controls that we have exposure to as sellers on the back end is $13.07. So it's coming in underneath there. And if we're not in control of our pricing, well, who is, right? And when it sells at $13.07 or under, we get 0.00 royalty, but it seems to be happening to products that aren't priced at $13.07. Number 2, there's a zip code error. Number 3, something about suggestions when searching, which I haven't been able to recreate. I'm not exactly understanding that. And number 4, something about the unknown brand, okay? So the first one I wanted to mention, and again, that was not an all-encompassing list because he didn't mention the timed out status, which honestly, I had never seen a timed out status on the Manage tab. I mean, I don't know if this is from submitting new designs because I basically have just been submitting new designs. I do edit pricing to increase prices of old shirts as they sell, but I haven't really been in there and double checked because my Manage tab is just flooded with things. So it'd be really hard for me to like honestly find a timed out organically. But I have seen multiple people posting a timed out status, which again, I've never really heard of or seen prior to people talking about it in the Facebook group. And then also, if I hide myself really quickly, it looks like it's not deletable, at least in, it looks like Pretty Merch Pro Plus. So yeah, so I don't know. It says not deletable. That's also interesting. I did see somebody follow up and say that they had found a way to fix the timed out status. I think it was just by changing the price point. But again, I haven't really been able to replicate this, so I'm not 100% sure. But if you get timed out, try changing the price. Next, we have this brand unknown, artist unknown. Sometimes I think it just says unknown, right? Or maybe they switched what it says now if you type in a brand name that's too long. And I was just kind of thinking to myself, like programmatically, how you may be able to game the Amazon algorithm. And hear me out for like 10 seconds, all right? You know how I think you can still, I haven't tried recently, but you know how even if the brand like max length was, let's say 35 characters, how sometimes they would still let you type in longer than that? Or maybe it's like the older listings at least would have a longer cap than the new restriction on brand name. Well, you may be in the database stored as, you guys remember the Born? Remember when every brand that had Born in it was ranked super high? Well, what if in the database on the back end, your brand actually still says something like Born or some trigger word where you get favorable placement in search results? But on the front end, when Amazon is rendering our search results to the customers, which is where we all find our products, on the front end of Amazon.com, not on the merch catalog or anything like that, it may say, okay, time to render this search result in time to render this product in search results. Oh, this brand name is too long. Let's truncate it to artist unknown, kind of like an if-else statement. If brand name is less than or equal to X number of characters, whatever they enforce, render the actual brand. Else, it's too long, just put it as artist unknown. So maybe artist unknown behind the scenes contains some of these like favorable game the search algorithm keywords, and that's why we're seeing the placement be so high. You see what I'm saying? This isn't me trying to like recommend anybody go and try and game the system or anything like that. I'm just saying that we may see it as artist unknown, but in the database field in the back end, it may be something else, and it may contain special keywords that give it favorable placement. I don't know how to prove it without seeing Amazon's database. So good luck. If anybody wants to call me, some senior engineer, do that. The pricing error, $10.58. Yeah, this is also extremely random, although it is worth mentioning. Like, I have a somewhat of a theory. If it's not just like a super general bug, you know, what happens when a customer, well, no, I was gonna say when a customer does a return, but that's only one SKU, right? That's like one specific fit, color, and size combination. So it's unlikely, but I was gonna say maybe if they had a return, they'd price the return at $10.58. I don't know. But I think someone had said, a couple people had mentioned they had reached out about the pricing error. Oh, no, this is about stuck in processing. Sorry. Stuck in processing, they didn't know what it was. What does it say? I got a canned response about how they have the right to adjust the price. So they emailed them about stuck in processing, and they said, I have the right to adjust the price on your listings. I mean, Amazon does. These are sold by Amazon on the front end, so that's worth considering, right? They don't say sold by Ryan Hogue. They say sold by Amazon. And this person followed up, good news on the $10.59 bug. If eventually they time out, you can edit the price and it will update correctly. Just did this with one of my designs, had 3 sales at $10.59. So it seems like the timed out thing is correlated with the $10.59 bug. The interesting part is, like, has anybody tried actually checking out with the $10.59 product price point? Because that would just mean that Amazon's like losing money, wouldn't it? Or it would at least imply that it's possible they're losing money. We don't actually know what their bottom line is when it comes to fulfilling the merch orders. Another error, so this is a familiar one that most of us have probably seen, but somebody reported it in the group. It says, a system error has occurred. Please wait a moment and save your draft again or submit your product again. So when you're uploading, guys, the throttling mechanism that's built into all of Merch by Amazon, it's not just unique to the upload process, but that's where you'll see it most often. It seems very sensitive. You know, I see it all the time. I did a video, I think last week or the week before, talking about how Merch Titan's upload automation had added extra checks, basically, so that it doesn't just stop when it runs into throttling, so it can actually fix itself most of the time. That's been really useful for me because I get throttled all the time. I had Marielle yesterday say, Ryan, can you stop uploading? I need to do some merch uploads. I was like, I'm not uploading. The throttling is just crazy sensitive. But yeah, if you get this error, guys, or anything similar, like you see the price at, you have a valid price like $19.99, but it still says 0.00 royalty. It's probably just the throttling. Give it 60 seconds and then try again. Another error, the zip code error. I saw 2 or 3 posts about this where I guess people maybe living outside the United States type in a zip code to do their research, and that was generating errors. I don't have a fix for this, but I know that that's something that multiple people have reported, so that kind of sucks because I know that's, you know, having the right zip code does help with the research. Hopefully they fix that. And then the processing error. So just listing stuck in processing. Someone else said, yeah, it's a glitch in the system. Look at previous posts. So it seems like more people have been having issues with long processing times. Don't really have an issue, a solution for that though. I mean, what can we do, right? All we can do is control what we can control. And processing times, it's like once you submit that listing to Amazon or submit that edit, it's out of our hands. Like in the past, I've had stuff stuck in processing for over 6 months. And I mean, yeah, that was very rare, but I know I'm not the only one that's had that before. You just see it stuck, like it just gets stuck and nothing you can do because when it's in processing, you can't edit it. And then last but not least, rejections. I don't know if I speak for other people, but like I've been seeing, like, you know, I like to do scaled out designs, right? And I have a lot of my like CSV lists for variables that I use all the time. And I've been seeing extra rejections for variables that should be safe. Like I've used them plenty of times in the past. Recently this week, for whatever reason, I'm seeing an uptick of like, let's just say a safe bet, I don't know, an extra like 3, 4, 5% rejections. If I'm estimating, right? But it feels about like 3, 4, 5% extra rejections. And I'm like, that's weird. Why is this word getting rejected when I've used it so many times in the past? So, and I mean, it's definitely not trademarked. Like that's not, it's not some trademark issue, but is it a false positive in the trademark algorithm? Yeah, I would probably classify it as that. So anyways, increased rejections. If anybody's seeing that too, maybe it's just me. I don't know. And I've seen actually a couple people losing their accounts recently, 2 recently today. So hopefully everybody's just playing it safe and that doesn't happen to anybody else. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Just a quick update. I apologize. I don't have more like solutions. I don't know how to get more solutions. I'm crowdsourcing the problems and I'll crowdsource solutions as well. You know, that's why we have the comment section. That's why Facebook's still a decent place for us to congregate because it's pretty well optimized forum, you know, even though I hate everything being so centralized these days on the internet. It's not what the internet's supposed to be like, but here we are. Anyways, guys, as I sign off, I do have a full Merch by Amazon course walking you through how I went from tier 10 to tier 200,000. There is a link in the description if you'd like to learn more. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Please let me know your feedback, comments, questions in the comments section so we can all learn from each other and help each other out. Thanks for watching, though. I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.